Here's what happens when you can't say no. You become everyone's solution, everyone's backup plan, everyone's free labor, and nobody's priority. Your coworker asks, "Can you cover my shift?" You want to say no. You have plans, but you say yes. Because saying no feels uncomfortable. Your boss emails at 9 p.m. "Can you handle this before tomorrow?" You want to say no. You're exhausted, but you say yes. Because saying no feels risky. Your friend calls, "I need help moving this weekend." You want to say no. You need rest, but you say yes. Because saying no feels selfish. So you say yes to everything, to everyone, and your life becomes a series of obligations you never wanted. Tasks you didn't choose, plans you didn't make, a schedule that serves everyone except you. This is what happens when no isn't in your vocabulary. You don't control your time. Other people do. You don't control your energy. Other people do. You don't control your life. Other people do. Because every time you say yes when you want to say no, you give away a piece of your reality. And the worst part? People don't respect you more for always saying yes. They respect you less because you taught them that your time has no value, that your boundaries don't exist, that they can ask for anything and you'll comply. You become the person they use, not the person they value. Think about your last week. How many things did you do because you truly wanted to? And how many did you do because you couldn't say no? Someone asks you to join a committee. You don't have time, but you say yes. Someone invites you somewhere you don't want to go. You'd rather stay home, but you say yes. Someone asks for a favor that ruins your day. You know it will cost you time and peace, but you say yes. And at the end of the week, you're exhausted, resentful, drained, wondering why you have no time for yourself. The answer is simple. You gave it all away, one yes at a time. Social media makes this worse. Someone asks you to share their post. You don't care, but you do it anyway. Someone DMs asking for free advice. You're busy, but you answer. Someone tags you asking for your opinion. You don't have time, but you still engage. Every request gets a yes. At work, it's constant. Can you take on this extra project? Yes. Can you stay late? Yes. Can you help train the new person? Yes. And your actual work gets done at night, on weekends, during hours that should belong to you. In relationships, it's devastating. Your partner asks you to cancel plans with your friends. Again, you want to say no, but you say yes. They ask you to give up something important to you. You want to say no, but you say yes. And slowly, you disappear. The person you were before the relationship, gone. Marcus Aurelius understood this. As emperor, everyone wanted something from him. If he had said yes to everything, Rome would have collapsed. And so would he. So he mastered the power of no. Not rudely, not defensively, just clearly. Because what you refuse shapes your life as much as what you accept. No protects your time, your energy, your autonomy. Without it, you are not living your life. You are living everyone else's. So before we go further, answer this in the comments. What's hardest for you to say no to? Work, family, friends, or relationships? Stay until the end, because I'm going to show you how to say no without guilt, without over-explaining, and without letting other people quietly take control of your life. For Stoicism, let me show you how bad this gets. You can't say no at work, so you take on extra projects. Your manager sees you can handle it, so they give you more and more and more until you're doing the work of 3 people for the salary of 1. You bring it up. They say, "We really depend on you. You're so capable. That's not a compliment. That's them admitting they know you'll keep carrying the load. So you keep saying yes, you work late, you work weekends, you burn out quietly. Meanwhile, the coworker who says no leaves at 5 p.m., protects their weekends, and gets the same salary. The difference? They mastered no. You didn't. In relationships, it destroys you. You can't say no to your partner. So they push boundaries. First, can you skip the gym tonight? You say yes. Then, can you stop seeing that friend? You say yes. Then, can you give up that hobby? You say yes. And one day you look in the mirror and you don't recognize yourself. Everything that made you who you are has been traded away to keep someone else comfortable. And they do not respect you more for it. They respect you less. Because you taught them your boundaries don't exist, that your needs are flexible, that your identity is negotiable. That's not love, that's loss of self. Friends do this too. You can't say no. So they always ask for favors. Never offer the same in return. You help them move. Listen for hours, lend money, show up. But when you need something, they're busy. They can't help. They don't have time. Because the relationship is one-sided. You say yes to them. They say no to you. Social media is constant erosion too. Someone asks you to promote their business for free. You don't want to, but you say yes. Someone asks for free expertise. You're busy, but you say yes. Each one seems small. Together, they consume your time, your energy, your focus, your peace. And here's what happens to your goals. You want to start a business, but you said yes to covering someone's shift. You want to get in shape, but you said yes to plans that broke your routine. You want to learn a skill, but you said yes to someone else's priorities. Every yes to someone else is often a no to yourself. Family does this masterfully. Family helps family. Translation, you're obligated, no matter what it costs you. You have plans? Cancel them. You have boundaries? Too bad. The word family becomes a weapon used to override your number. And it works because you still think saying no makes you a bad person. If you've ever said yes when you desperately wanted to say no, subscribe. Because what I'm about to show you changes everything. The solution is not becoming mean. It's becoming clear about what gets access to your life and what doesn't. Here's how to master the power of no. First principle. No is a complete sentence. You do not owe an explanation. You do not owe a reason. You do not owe a defense. Can you work this weekend? No. Not no, because just no. The moment you explain, you open negotiation. Old me said, no, I can't because I'm already working on. New me says, I'm not able to take that on. Period. No defense, no debate, no opening. Second principle. Discomfort is the price of boundaries. Saying no will feel uncomfortable. That discomfort is not proof you're wrong. It's proof you're finally protecting yourself. Someone asks for a favor. You say no. They look disappointed. That pressure you feel? That is the price of a boundary. Pay it. Their disappointment is not your emergency. Their inconvenience is not your responsibility. I had a friend who always asked for rides, never reciprocated. I kept saying yes because I feared the discomfort of saying no. Then I realized I could choose temporary discomfort or permanent resentment. So I said, I can't give you a ride this time. They were annoyed. I was uncomfortable for 10 minutes. Then it passed. Third principle, practice on low-stakes situations. Do not start with the hardest no of your life. Start small. Cashier asks if you want to donate. No, thank you. Telemarketer calls. Not interested. Friend suggests a place you don't want. I'd prefer somewhere else. Small no's build the muscle. They make bigger no's possible. Fourth principle, offer an alternative only if you actually want to. Sometimes you do want to help, just not in the way they asked. That's fine. Can you help me move Saturday? I can't Saturday, but I'm free Friday evening. That is still a no to the original request, but only offer an alternative if you genuinely want to. If you don't, do not soften your no with fake generosity. Fifth principle, remove sorry from your no. Sorry, I can't. That apology implies you did something wrong. You didn't. You set a boundary. Say, I can't take that on. I'm not available. The apology weakens the boundary. It signals guilt, and guilt invites pressure. Sixth principle, repeat your no without changing it. They will push back. Are you sure? It'll only take an hour, but I really need you. Do not keep explaining. Just repeat, I'm not able to. I'm not available. That won't work for me. Calm, clear, same answer. Eventually, they stop pushing because they learn your no means no. Seventh principle, say yes only to things you actually want. This is the real shift. Most people say yes by default and regret it later. Flip it. Pause first. Ask yourself, do I actually want to do this? Do I have time for this? Does this fit my priorities? If yes, say yes. If not, say no. Your yes should be intentional, not automatic, not guilt-based, not fear-based. My default answer became, let me think about it. That pause alone saved me from dozens of pointless yeses. Final truth, every time you say yes when you want to say no, you betray yourself. You tell yourself, other people's needs matter more than mine. Other people's time matters more than mine. Other people's priorities come first. And after enough betrayals, you stop trusting yourself. You stop respecting yourself. You forget what you even want. The power of no is the power of self-respect. When you say no, you say, my time matters. My energy matters. My priorities matter. I matter. And the people who respect that will respect you more. The people who don't were never respecting you. They were using you. Start saying no to requests that drain you, to obligations you didn't choose, to people who only take, to anything that keeps stealing your life one yes at a time. Say no, without apology, without explanation, without guilt. And watch what happens. You get your time back, your energy back, your focus back, your life back. That's the power of no. It isn't rude. It isn't selfish. It is self-respect. It is self-protection. It is how you become the master of your own reality.